So some of the reasons why we chose to homeschool. Originally, my oldest had a lot of allergies and some health problems, and so it seemed scary to send him to school away, but as we've overcome those, we've found more and more reasons to homeschool. One of them being is time. We wanted that time with our kids. And have them in the home and to have healthy attachments with us, and also their influence. We wanted to have more time to influence them. Also, another big reason is we felt like God should be in education and should be a huge part of their education, and I wanted them to learn the church history and how God influenced history and about Jesus Christ, and all of that should just be a part of it. Another reason is I want my kids to learn to love learning and to be able to know how to learn themselves, and that they can learn about anything, and also to not be have to compare themselves with anybody, whether they're behind or ahead, just to be able to learn right where they are and to learn at their own pace and where they are. And the biggest reason we homeschool is every time I pray about it, my answer is they need to be home learning the gospel. So those are some of my reasons. So when we homeschool is in the mornings. We wake up and have breakfast. We try and do our morning devotional and come follow me scriptures in the morning while we eat breakfast. And this year with my oldest, we have been doing Lift Ed, an online program, and it starts, he does a live class at 9 o'clock, so we start that at 9, so that kind of starts our school day, and then at 10 o'clock the class drops for that day and he learns a new topic, and then after that we'll do English and math, and we're usually done by lunchtime. Some days with a 1-year-old we have to get some of it done during nap time, so but by then we're usually done and we go outside and play outside the rest of the day. So this is where we homeschool. This is our homeschool / baby room where he sleeps. So we used to do it at this table, but it's perfect height for the baby to pull all this stuff down, and it's really frustrating. So right now we actually do it at the kitchen table. We just keep what we use every day out there, and then everything else out in here. So these books, a lot of these ones go with one of our curriculum from the Beautiful Feet books, picture books around the world, or around the world with picture books. And then these are just other books we've been reading. All of our supplies go right here handy where the kids can reach them. We've got a globe, some books, and then we've got bins full of magnet tiles, Lincoln logs, and other blocks, and our printer, obviously. Then we've got just more books and markers and DVDs over there. Anything they need, more building block things and blocks and books and puzzles, and then Legos and stuff underneath the table that they pull out and get everywhere. Okay, so this year for our curriculum, my oldest, who is 7 in first grade, we have tried Lift Ed, which is an online course from the American Heritage School. This is it. They just kind of work through the roadmap of it. It's kind of a game. The other kids in their class get on and there's questions they learn. They play and answer the questions. There's different videos they watch. They ask different questions that they answer that's recorded, and then they can go on and listen to the other kids' answers. Then they have different videos and quizzes. There's a spot where it'll ask us different questions that we can respond on a video that they can watch that. You can send it to grandparents or anyone else to answer those questions on the video. And then they have a little final project at the end, their record project. It's usually simple. And so for that, they rotate between science and history. They go back and forth, and it's a religious curriculum. They're all members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So that's all God and Jesus Christ. Everything is incorporated in all of it, and we have loved that. He loves getting on. They also have a live class with a coach and other students that they get on and talk about what they've learned, and that's been really good and helped him a lot. So that's what he does for science and math. And also my 4-year-old loves to listen and is learning just as much as he is and knows all of everything he's learning. For him, for math, we've been using the Good and the Beautiful. It's all in here. We keep all the manipulatives and stuff in this bucket. And then for reading, we've been using this one, Learning Dynamics. It has different lessons, but we've mostly just been reading the books, so he can read actual books. It comes with a whole bunch of books that as he moves on, we just read the books mostly. And then also the reading lessons. We've been doing this one, 20, teach your child to read in 20 easy lessons. We've liked that one. My 4-year-old is also doing Upstart, so he mostly just does that and then learns along with his brother. We've also done a little bit of Handwriting Without Tears, and then we love, on Fridays we do more fun things. This Around the World with Picture books from Beautiful Feet Books. We do that and go on field trips and stuff on Fridays. So there's that one that we love, and it comes with all the books and everything. And then he gets atlas crates from Kiwi Crate to learn about all different places all over the world. So we've been doing that. Last year we did the other Kiwi, the science one, and he loved that too. And then he's also done Crunch Lab. Mark Rober does one. It's like the same thing in a box, a subscription. And then each month he gets a new box with a different thing that he builds and creates, and he can watch the movie or the video that Mark Rober does and teaches them all about how it works and why it works and the engineering and science and everything behind it. And he loves that and asks every day when his Crunch Lab is coming. So that's what we've been doing. So some of the things we do to make homeschool work. In the mornings, my boys pick up their room and bathroom and are supposed to clean up their breakfast before we start. Clean up and brush teeth and get dressed, everything before we start our school day. And then in the evenings after dinner, we've really tried hard to clean up dinner and the family room and just make sure everything's clean before we go to bed so we can start the day with a clean house and everything just seems to run smoother if we can at least start clean. And I usually do laundry and stuff in between, trying to help them. We also rent our basement out. We Airbnb it, so I clean that during the days too. I usually try and go down and switch laundry during lessons or during their breaks. They like to take breaks, so I'll run down and start and switch or wipe things down in between things. And yeah, we just make it work. So another thing we also do, we've tried really hard, is to meal plan and just have a plan, know what we're making for dinner, and that really helps things to go smoother and not be as chaotic and wondering what we're going to have for dinner. We also usually eat the leftovers for lunch, make enough for leftovers for lunch, and then we've tried also having a meal plan for breakfast too. Like Mondays we have a certain thing, Tuesdays we have the same thing each day of the week. So that kind of helps just to know what we're having.